Hey everyone, today is March 10th and it is awesome 2 days past my birthday and just having a great time. There's been a lot of things been going around, that's been happening lately. And it's like, it's all happening around my birthday and stuff. But the devil, he tries really hard to bring you down, break you down. And you know what the tools to go against him, to fight against him in this battle, this spirit and worldly battle? Well, it's the Bible, Jesus. Jesus wrote the Word. The Word was God, the Word was with God. And, just use the Word, these promises that I speak to you, and promises that you come across in the Bible. Use them against the devil, or just use written Word that isn't promises, but use it against the devil to fight against him. That's what Jesus did when Satan tried to tempt him on a mountain. And so, speaking of promises, I have another one for you today, which is Promise 69, which says, "The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead will also give life to you." That's from Romans 8:11, which says, "But if the Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, He who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to mortal bodies through His Spirit who dwells in you." And it's saying that you have, awesome powers like God, you aren't limited. Just because he's Jesus, we can do the same things that he does, we can raise the dead. We just have to raise up our faith. Have faith like a mustard seed, not the size of a seed, but faith like a mustard seed. Mustard seed is so small, smallest seed I think is out there. And then it grows up to be this big, beautiful tree. And we gotta have faith like that, not to limit ourselves and say, that's impossible, that can never happen. But to have faith and believe that it will happen, and not to limit God and say, you can never do this. Or it can only happen with you, you're the one who can only do this. But we can also do this. If we're Christ-like, then why can't we do, miracles like he did, like raise people up from the dead, healing, limbs that are missing, healing blind eyes. It's not us, but it's the power of God through us doing that work. And to never pat ourselves on the back and say, oh, I did that, I'm awesome, I'm powerful. But no, to say it's all God who gives me this strength, this faith, this, new power, I guess you could say, that it's only through Him that I can do these things, not myself. And speaking of my birthday, I go to Bible studies at my friend's house, and we started this, new thing, where it's a 30-day challenge after this movie it's called Letters from God. It's based on a true story about a little boy who, sparked this whole flame where he had cancer, and every day he wrote letters to God, and he sent them in the mail, and, the mailman kept them, and then he gave them to his boss because he didn't know what to do with them, and then that started sparking a flame. Well, it's just, you have to watch the movie for yourself. But there's this whole flame starting, and other people started writing letters to God. More people started writing letters to God, mailing them and stuff. Changing the whole world. Being a radical for God, to change a dull situation, a dreary situation, into something prosperous and amazing. Something that, that we can't take credit for. A little boy, not like a teenager, but a little boy, to spark a flame in this world and to live unselfishly. And, that when he wrote these letters, he prayed for people, speaking, life into them, not death into them. And, this bully that he was bullied by, which his name was Alex, he wrote him a letter saying that he was never upset with him for bullying him, that he loved him and showed love to him, that he never stepped down on his level, but he showed the love of God through loving him through these letters, and in turn he led Alex to Christ. Thank God for that he had the boldness to do that, and he did that in front of his friend, And so we started this challenge, 30-day challenge, where we're going to start writing letters to God. we don't have to necessarily mail them, but it's between you and God, so it's whatever you want to write. But it's mostly prayers, for those people that are around you, those people that you pass on the street, people at school, people at work, people in your neighborhood or something. Always speaking life over them, not death, because death will only get you death. Speaking life will give you life. So you can join the challenge with me. It's not too late. You don't have to post your letters online. Just write them at home. Put them in a secret box or something. But this is between you and God. So vent as much as you can. You know, just be real. Don't lie to yourself. And most certainly don't lie to God. Be real. God already knows what you're going through. So all you gotta say is the truth. Don't try to hide it and mask it. Break down barriers and expect a great change to happen, something miraculous. Don't just do this and not expect something that's like, when you do a fast, they expect something, a change, You're not just doing it just to do it, you're expecting a change in your life to break down barriers in a place or something. So this is basically what that is. So I encourage you to join this and just to expect something to, you know, let God move in your life radically. It could be an awesome change, and you never know. If you start now, what only endless possibilities can happen. It's only been 2 days for me. I started on Sunday after we watched the movie. I was really encouraged to do it, so I started writing the letter. Already my prayer life is changing. Before, I could hardly even say a prayer. Like, my prayer would be short, but it doesn't matter about the size of the prayer. It's just, I don't know. I never could really pray as much as I would like to. And so, I started writing these letters, and as I started writing the letters, I know I started praying for these people, a lot deeper than I have in the past, and so I was just thanking God for the change already. The change may not be as fast, or it could take a little bit longer, but don't give up and take this time, and if you miss a day or two, just get right back into it. This is between the time in you and God. Take a little bit of time out of your busy day and just vent with God and talk to Him. Like I said, you don't have to mail these letters personally. You don't even have to show anybody these letters or tell them that they're even there. But just keep them, and then read back on them and see how much you change, or, just let God move in your life. And if you feel that too, let other people read them. I hope you just enjoyed this video, and don't be limited by your man thoughts. And if you're a woman, that's just speaking, overall generalization. Don't limit your thoughts because you think you're just a human, you're just a person, you're just a regular person, but you're not. You're a child of God. He has a special place for you in heaven, and don't be limited by your thinking, your fleshly thoughts. Don't let the devil put those thoughts in your head, and don't encourage them, and don't go by them. Actually do something radical. Have the faith to believe something impossible. Like cancer, curing that, or something great coming out of nothing. I encourage you to do that, to take this challenge with me, and together we go forth and spread the word. And you yourself spread the word to other people to do this, so that we can spark a flame throughout the world where we can change lives. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you for spending this time with me. Always glad to have you here. If you have any comments, go ahead and comment. If you kind of stuck with the challenge, you can ask me in the comments and I'll respond. I promise. Thank you for having a great time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you join this challenge with me. Thank you. Bye.